Hi there and welcome to Story Time with Uncle Bill. And we're over at Eleanor. As you can see, we got this big pine tree down. We got the birds chirping. I want to get a little bit in there, but I guess it ain't as spectacular as I thought it was. But we got my big chainsaw out. It's the 455 Husqvarna Rancher. We got to do a little maintenance to it. I'll show you a couple things along the way. The chain is actually twisted up. I'll show you how to detangle that and show you how to put a new bar, a new chain on. We'll grease it up and we'll get it ready to go and hopefully knock this tree out right quick. And I really can't tell what you can see. Excuse me. I'll have to check a couple times. Yeah, really, excuse me. Yeah, not even close. Okay. There we go. So all I'm going to do is just take the chain off right quick. And I ain't even got my tools with me. I got some old some makeshift stuff right quick. I've never tried this to actually tighten down the chain. I highly recommend a socket though. You don't want no floppy chain. Floppy chain, when the chain goes around and you see it's not good on the bar, that messes the bar up. I'll show you about the bar here in a second. And see this one all on the side is gonna be tricky. And that's never good. So you gotta be able to tighten it down real good. Come on. Hopefully this tension bar help. I didn't even loosen that at all. Still got the deal. Look, I got the nut on there, still trying to take the bar off. All right, so we got the bar. The case has just come right off, and it's nasty in there. You see, you really don't want none of that. That's horrible. It's probably been a long time since I used it. To be honest with you, I don't even remember. I just simply scrape it off. It comes right off. It's all this wood and oil. Sawdust supposed to fry through there freely. All this stuff just gunks it up. Doesn't allow it nowhere to go. It only takes a second. I should have did it when I was done. And I'm a painter, so I always keep a paintbrush on me so I can really get in there and get all that stuff out. All right. Take the bar off. Comes right off. And then you got the chain. Come on. You got to be careful with this chain. No matter how dull this chain is, it'll still cut you. All right. So you see, you got that old loop there. There's an old loop there. It'll never go back on the chainsaw right. So grab the loop. Man, I hope you can see. And it'll fall. Grab this other loop. And see, I got all this mess. It looks like a mess, right? Do it again. Do it again. There you go. Just keep grabbing the loops. So I'm not even gonna look at this chain because I'm gonna definitely change it. All right. So we're gonna go back to our chainsaw housing. You see, it's got some old crud up in there. So we're gonna go ahead and use the brush on it too. Right quick, like. And see, the brush ain't even working because it's not dry no more. It's all muck. So we get in there with our hands to get this big stuff out. And this is how I do it every time too. Normally though, it's dry and the brush it'll just wipe it out. But all these little areas that aren't orange, everything should be orange in here. It wasn't designed to have all this black. Back there. All right. And I do. I just spray it down a little. Kind of want to give that time to dry too. Then we'll take the bar, and if you look, let me see that? See how skinny that is? That's designed to be that way. And then it's got this teeth gear right here that allows the chain to go freely. All right. I think this was like 60 bucks. It's pretty expensive. So what you do is take it and you put it up and rest it up against this that cog right there. You can get your chain, which is somewhere. It'll fall off the damn tree. Dang gummit. And you know it would fall off a tree. I've opened one of these up. These chainsaw thing, and the blade's like $50 too. I've opened one of these up and it's been the wrong size. And then a couple of times I opened it up and it's been used. If you check, normally on your cover, it'll tell you how your chains are supposed to go. And this one don't. Serious. On the bar, what did it tell you? Man, looking dumb. I know it's somewhere. Should be at the top right here. I don't know. But the teeth should always face, and that's what a chainsaw tooth looks like. And that top edge should always be facing out. That's what actually cuts the wood. We'll go from the sprocket, put it on to where it latches. There we go. Then you pull it out. Put all the teeth in the groove. chain comes slightly oiled already. When you got a loose chain, when the chain's on here, show you right quick. Make sure it's on the right way. I don't know where the thing is. Must be on my other one. And you're cutting, and you have that wobbly effect where the chain's going like this. Can you see that? Where it's not tight. The chain is supposed to look. I'll show you what it's supposed to look on the thing. Can't have that wobbling. It's supposed to be secure up into the thing here. What happens is it'll bore out this chain. It'll bore out the groove in there. And see how it's hard to pull out? It should be easy to pull in and out. What happens, focus. You see where it said 80? Those will get burrs on them. And I don't know if I could find one. Those are hard. I'm glad you saw that. But down there on those teeth that on the 80 part where it actually rides through that groove, here's a couple right here. Here's a couple right here. If you look, they're dinged. You see those dings right there? Those are called spurs. That ruins that groove, which ruins this chain. Makes it no good. That's happening because it's, you got to understand, this is metal. Metal on metal, it hates it. And it's heating up the whole time. So when it's not in that groove, it bounces off that metal and it creates those pits. That's why it's important. And they have a chain tensioner and the tighteners to keep your chain securely around here. It's worth the time to take that extra second to turn the chainsaw off, let it cool down, and tighten up that chain. These things are 50, 60 bucks. And it's over. You can't put a new chain on the bar. The same thing's going to happen again. So it's important that you do it right the first time. And when you notice this is happening, to stop and change it. Other good advice, never put your chainsaw in dirt or sand. It kills the blade instantly. Listen to me, folks, instantly. It's over. Don't think grass and dirt doesn't hurt a chain. It kills it faster than anything else. Remember what it's made to do and only do that. Cut wood. Nothing else. Not metal, not sand, not dirt, not asphalt, not concrete. Wood. And really trees, not even like, I mean, you cut anything now. Lord knows, I mean, you really can. You're just not supposed to. Wood. And as long as you cut wood with it, you should never have anything to worry about. All right. So the chain's on there good. And we might have to adjust it now 3 or 4 times. Cause just because it looks good doesn't mean it is. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. The tensioner. Hell, I'm not even close. Okay, so I got the thing on securely. Now what you're gonna do is push it out and up towards the safety catch. That's what actually locks it in place. Don't press it down. Don't just keep it forward. Press it up. You get it up. Put your nuts on. Where is my other nut? It is. And we'll pull it again. We're always gonna keep pushing and pulling up the whole time. We try to do this back nut first. And it totally went the wrong way. Push it out, push it up. Pull the chain, it's supposed to pop. I'll show you that in a second. Damn, you got to be careful. See, I cut myself. Man. Hold on a second, I don't think you have blood in your video. Man, that's the last thing I need. Little teeny hole too. Oh, it's bleeding bad. Okay. And you know what's sad? I got a pair of gloves right here. Sad, sad, sad. All right. Oh, look right on my blood on my thing. All right, we'll pull it again. Looks tight. Tighten down. Make sure it's tightened down good. Now you take it and you spin it. Oh, there we go. All right. So if you're having a hard time, you don't want to go against it and cut yourself. So you take the screwdriver that I can't find. There it is. You stick it in between the thing. Here we go. All right. Now we take. I just put some fresh octane up in here. Anytime you got these small engines, folks, you got to use that good, that non-ethanol. You can't use regular 89, 87, 93. You might be able to use 93. You really don't want no corn gas up in here. It just clogged. Oh man, I'm trying to open up the gas. Yeah. And preferably the product of the name that I got a Husqvarna, so I'm using Husqvarna oil. You could use any oil, you know what I mean? But it's generally, and it's probably all the same shit. Just better to use it. So we're gonna fill this up. We do got the Husqvarna oil. Just gonna put a small hole in the top here. Comes out fast. And then what I do every time I change, or if so if the blade gets wobbly while I'm changing the blade out, I'll clean the housing inside because you already have it open. I'll put the blade back on. I always put check to see if it needs the oil. And then I'm going to take my blade and I'm going to put some oil on it like that. Kind of wasteful. I'm going to put it right up in here, right up under here, I'm gonna take it and I'm just right on the inside, go right down it on both sides. Okay. Now we check the blade again. And give it a little spray, both sides. All right. Oh, looks tight. Yes. All right. Let's see. Where I don't know what you people can see. This is my baby right here. The Husqvarna 455. It's the Rancher. She's a bad boy. We're gonna go ahead and start her up, see what she sounds like. It's probably been a year since I had man, I mean, it's just the smallest stick. So we're gonna pump it up 6 times. 5, 6. This is the choke. The blue is the choke. We'll put the choke out. We'll make sure it's lifted up right here. Oh no! First off, we're gonna hold the thing in. Pull the thing out. Here we go. And let's see what she got. Now when it's half, pull it halfway in. She should fire up in 2 strokes, 2 pulls. I actually just saw that nut right there rotate. So this is what we got to do. She's a big tree. We're gonna go ahead and knock her out. We got a beast to do it with. I mean, it is a beast. One of the best chassis chainsaws I ever had in my whole life. She'll run you about almost $500 now. But when it comes to trees, it's just hard to get better than that right there.